Hey, Shalom, Mesha. I want to start off source by giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahshua, Hashem, Dash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work and truth, war, sincerity. Now, I was just, what do you call it? This one's inspired, from, experience I had when I was having my lunch at the job, and, just hearing how these so-called white people talk, man. There's no trouble in the world. And one of the things, basically what they're going into is, oh yeah, I've been to this country, I've been to that country. And that is just a common theme, around these, around these Edomites, these so-called white people, even white Jake, right? Because it was a Israelite front in the midst of them, right? And even she had, been around, quote unquote. Now, and these weren't no no iron nappers or no, these were far out places. Like, for instance, from going London to Colombia, for instance, that's no small journey, right? Where else, Bali and, them places there, right? And these are just experiences that Jake don't have, right? These experiences that Jake can't afford. Why? Because Jake are in captivity, man, right? Jake are in captivity, and even then, even when these so-called white people be talking about they go this place, that place, even then, they're not even going to the nicest places there, right? They're not on no level of the elites, right? But they're still doing better than Jake, man. Right, Jake, like I said, Jake just ain't got no level, man. Jake only know the block, only know this, only know that. Right, this is Psalm 73:3 says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." Right, so they're not in trouble. So they do what they want, and some of the issues that Jake have, for them, are just beyond them. Now, I cast my mind back to many years ago. I remember speaking to one Jake, and I was like, yeah, I'm into Becky, right? And he was like, nah, he couldn't deal with Becky because Becky wouldn't understand. She wouldn't understand the, the sound of, you might speak about, the electric going off. Jake knows what that sounds like. You're doing what you're doing, and all of a sudden, right, you go to the key, you look at the key, you're like, fuck, shit, there's no money on the key. Or if there's no key, you check, shit, has the bill been paid, this, that, and the other, right? Which, I'ma still hit Becky, man. I'd rather Becky than Eve. Right, but that's a video for another day. Right, but things like that, they don't know things like that, right? Because they're not in trouble as other men. Right, the experiences and the hardships that Jake have to go through, for them, is an afterthought. Right, Jake be worrying about how to pay bills, whereas, Edomites, and the thing is, you can see in the way they act, right? Because they know ultimately they got that daddy money backup, they behave differently. They might have a job that may not pay them that good, but they know if shit goes tits up, dad can handle rent for, or even just buy them a house or whatever, right? It says Haggai 1:6 says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes." Now bring this one out, because this is like the saving scriptures, and old Jake knows this, man. You might be saving and saving and saving, and out of nowhere, right, your your savings just disappear, and you're like, wait, there, I thought I had money saved up, right? But then something will come up, a ticket. You drive and you get a ticket, right? A bill that you had completely forgotten about comes back to bite you in the ass, right? And that's just the life that Jake lived. Or your car breaks down or something, or maybe your kid gets, I don't know, needs something or whatever, something very important, but it's also very expensive, And obviously in America as well, you lot have to pay for medication, so your child might get ill, and that's gonna cost you money, right? So Jake is too busy spending their money on that than being able to experience these different parts of the world like these devils can, like the Malaysias, the Chinas, the Australia. Oh man, amount of people just seem to just go Australia. And once again, now from England, that's like a 12-hour trip, man. No, 20-hour trip, right? They're 12 hours ahead, and that ain't no cheap trip, man. You couldn't, and the thing is, if you go somewhere like Australia from England, because of the time zone, you leave on, say, a Friday, 20 hours, you leave Saturday, but of course it's 12 hours ahead, then you got to fix your jet lag, so you may maybe actually start getting into your holiday on the 5th day. So guess what? You don't go Australia for a week. You go Australia for a couple of weeks, which means you have to find accommodation for a couple of weeks. Once again, money. And what did Jake always have to, what was the question on Jake's mind all the time? How much does it cost? Right? This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach 10 and 8. This is because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Now, why do I bring this one now? This is because how did these Edomites get all this wealth that allows them, that affords them all of these luxuries? Right? They didn't, just it's not because they were, good, upstanding citizens. No, it's because they stole. Right? They're thieves. Right? And because of this, the kingdom's going to be taken away from them. Right? Because you cannot set up a kingdom in wickedness and expect it to continue. Right? But because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? Which is what you see with these devils. This is Sirach 34:9. In this here is the counterbalance, right? Right? It says Sirach 34:9. It says, a man that hath travelled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. He that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath travelled is full of prudence. When I travelled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. Right? I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. All right, so now there is benefits of traveling, man. Right? You go around, you experience different cultures, you learn different people. Right? I mean, are we in a time to be, jet setting all around the world? Taking 3-month hiatuses? Hell no. Right? But this is just the understanding of it, because you do gain a lot of experience, being around different people. What is that? That they got that term. Oh, he is cultured, right? Someone that might be what do you call it? Starts. I mean, you get the point. The point's been made. But once again, Jake hasn't got those experiences. That's why Jake is just so full of shit for the most part. Why? Because what do they know? They know their ends. Right, they know the typical holiday destinations. Like I said, the Ayia Napa. That I don't know what I can liken that to in America. Right, but that Ayia Napa is just that party location, or it used to be at least. I think it's in Cyprus or something like that. Right, and Ibiza, that's in Spain. Them typical, party locations. That's Jake knows all of that shit. Right, but when it comes to the the things of actual learning, Jake, for the most part, they don't know. Right, they don't know about Tokyo. They don't know about, like I said, Australia, New Zealand. Right, they don't know about them areas there, because it's out their price range, and ultimately, this ain't our rest. Right, it says Hebrews 13:14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right, like I said, so when I was hearing that, I was like, look, man, we need to get out of here, man. Right, if this is how these guys just casually be like, yeah, I'm just there, like, don't ask me where I've been. Right, But in the kingdom, man, we go. Hey, you read John. Was it? It's not John 9. But basically, Lord said, "Look, man. If I let me grab it." John 14:2. It says, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you." Now, these mansions, this is Lord referring to these different planets, man. Right? So the Lord actually has planets for us that are ready for us to, use. Right? When the time comes, that is. Right? So, hey, Esau gets to travel the earth, but in the kingdom, and the thing is Esau gets to travel the earth when the earth isn't paradise, because, it says garden eastward in Eden. Right? So the whole earth was a paradise, right? But right now, it's not a paradise, right? But, hey, we're going to be traveling earth in its paradise. We're going to be traveling these different planets, and we're going to live forever. It's going to be a kingdom in righteousness. Right, so yeah, like I said, I just wanted to share that with brothers, right? Jay just ain't on no level, man. We through, man. We through. Shalom.